Yeah. You know, I called the police mail fraud, eh?
What?
And I haven't told them today, but I figured they would know. I said I've called the police for mail fraud.
What are you talking about?
Well, for one, whatever court order is that support order is a bunch of bull what I'm getting from community services. Someone's ripping us off.
No, like I said, because the judge backdated it till January of 2012, OW has to get repaid.
Oh, I know that, because they made me...
I don't have $26,000, so that's not likely to happen anytime soon.
See, they made me go for the support order. I had to sign that the moment I started welfare, because I can't go on welfare if there's a chance they could get paid the money. So that I signed away right away. But however...
Yeah, but the fact that... I know, you guys asked for it to start June 1st when we were in court. The judge turned around and back-ordered it back to January. So all the money you got from OW from January in 2012, they want back.
You know what's interesting? It also says that the mother has, the thing to change it. Do you see that on yours? I'm thinking of changing it just to screw them up.
Well, unless it gets changed, we're both in real deep poop here.
Well, I don't know. You're not. Every time I ask you something, you just don't answer. It would help, but this leaves me. I don't care if you want to answer. But I said, how much did they deduct already, roughly? Because the statements they give me are... Huh?
They can only deduct 50%. So they're only getting about $1,100 a month.
So he's like total how much so far? That's what I'm... And I'm not talking... Like, okay, you were given...
4 months, 4,400 and... No, let me think here. 4,000, maybe 4,550.
Okay, that's not what they total up. They total up something like 12,000. Now I'm wondering, are you counting the 450? Okay, how did they work before with the child support stuff?
I was paying 451 up until they did the notice of garnishment. Notice of garnishment kicked in November because that's how long it took for Dan to go ahead and make those endorsements into orders. Because they were only endorsements, they're unenforceable.
Okay, now, Fro did that? The Fro scamming?
No, yeah.
What do you mean? How can...
For sweet time before ever changing anything into an order.
No, I know. But how did you file the appeal?
Remember August when we first got the child support straightened out?
Yeah. Did you send...
August 2 years ago?
Did you send this transcripts to the support appeal to Colleen?
No. Okay, hear me out. Remember when we first the child support order when the OW lawyer came in to make sure you were going to get paid child support?
Yeah.
That never got turned into an order. So when I called Fro and asked them about this because they sent a letter, I said, okay, well, what's the position? Where do we stand? They said, well, because it's not an order, it's not enforceable. So at the moment, basically, you don't have to pay anything.
That's not what they
said. So the only thing I do owe, because I started paying Fro January 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So there were 6 months of child support that never got paid because it was still an endorsement. It wasn't turned into an order. Gan didn't do that until after she did the endorsement for the support order.
Okay, well, I got something different because I had to bring an order to welfare in 2012. They made me sign an assignment, and then someone... See, you either want... I told you before, you either come on board with me or you're a part of them, because they're going to be checking you out tomorrow, especially you, which is... I said, I don't know who. Again, for sure, because I'll tell you why. November 1st, they got me that certificate without my consent of looking into my financial. Because in order to get a new certificate, legal aid, like for Davy, they have to see if you're eligible money-wise. That's why they held off the support order. On my income statement, it said that two payments went in to welfare. There's the big scam now. You either, like I said, you want to come on board and share information with us, because I'm going back to the police tonight, actually, because it's bigger than... You know what? My modem and all that stuff, those 2 modems sent to me at the apartment, were right when Gan got hired. I mean, all of a sudden my internet got all screwed up when Dan was hired. I mean, figure that one out. And now in December, when I was going to cut her from the record, all of a sudden my internet went collapsed again, and I got a new modem within less than 12 hours at my front door on a Sunday when my brother was here. It was like outstanding. It was and it was refurbished. I haven't used it once. Now I'm saying I know for sure that fro letter I got in my mailbox. The mailman came 2 minutes later, and I said, "Well, how many times a day do you come?" And he goes, and then everything. You know what? I hate to say it, but you're going to be like not looked at so pretty. So I don't know. You're looking from my point of view. I don't know if you're doing this or not, because you're not being upfront with me, and you don't want to come on board. You want to come on board and take them down, because I mean, I really don't care. I just want this bullshit to end, because this is nonsense.
I've got some information for you that can help you go against Dan.
Well, even
know that
all our bills, all of them are coming from some other place now. Bell Canada.
Oh, that's something you might like. You know how she had a regular 14 motion put in to get removed from the case when we went to court January 7th?
Yeah.
Well, because that didn't happen, she tried to get sneaky and put in a 14B motion that goes in around the back door kind of thing. When the judge saw it, she wrote an endorsement and tore a strip off Gann, telling her that this is not the proper way to go about this. She has to wait till she's at actual motion in court.
No, because I already filed against her. I already filed against her with the Law Society of Upper Canada, and they told me to go after her for negligence.
The last tab of the continuing record, you'll find the endorsement in there, the judge tearing a strip off Dan for trying to play a sneaky game like that.
You know what, you're not believing, well, I don't know which side of the fence you stand on, to be honest, because I know what's what, at least in terms of how this happened and who's involved, pretty well who's involved, and this is why they've done all this, and in terms of, for you, I don't know why, but regardless, their number one game, if you look them up, is always to split the fucking parents up further, as far apart as possible, so they'll look good in court. CAS will look like they're making sense in court. Like I said, the last thing they'll have a leg to stand on. If you want to make money, well, I don't know, maybe you're making enough money doing whatever it is you do, but I'm telling you, when you want to make money, they'll blow their bloody minds if we were on the same, suddenly come same team together, because either protect yourself, because I'm going like now back to the police because of, number one, in support order appeal, did you send Colleen the transcripts? Because I'll tell you something very wrong in those transcripts that you probably know already.
Transcripts of what?
Your support appeal.
They know I'm trying to appeal that order.
Did you send them a copy?
Of the transcript? No.
You're sure? You're not lying? Because I'm going to the police about that now.
You talking about the court transcripts?
Yeah. The ones you supposedly got, or someone got for you.
I had to order them from the court to full notice of appeal.
Okay. And did you send through Donna a copy?
Might have sent them a fax.
Well, they got a different signature. They don't have Laurel Campbell. So I've got two different signatures for certified copy, which is terrible. No. Plus, what's with the March stuff? And this one really kills me. The restraining order. What's with the restraining order?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, supposedly there was another court case.
So what?
It even says those transcripts came from a small claims court.
There's transcripts that have been put in with the factum to the Superior Court.
And it says they originally came from a small claims court.
Nothing to do with small claims. It's family court.
Well, you either know about it or you don't. I mean, that's what I got. I got here transcripts from Laura Campbell signed in your factum, but that's not what the Children's Aid has.
I don't even know who signed that transcript.
Well, it's supposed to be Laurel Campbell because she's from 47 Shepherd.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
What do you got?
You want to watch your show?
Good night.
Okay, say please. Okay. So,
You know what?
who filed it for you, man? Because you know what? They're really... I know you're not that stupid, to be honest. I know you're not that stupid. You would not have done that unless you totally believed their crap, which I can't believe that either. Because, I mean, you might be arrogant, but I can't believe you being that...